everybody. It's Stephanie and
Hi, Roxy.
she's syncing up to make sure that she can answer all the comments that come.
Behind the scenes tech person for a minute, which is really funny if you know me.
That's awesome. So happy Earth Day, everybody. We're so excited to celebrate with you. I know Roxanne and I usually the past 5 years almost 5 years have been doing something fun. And last year's event got canceled, but we couldn't let this year go without doing something cool.
Yes.
So we're going to be showing you how to make your very own recycled t-shirt bags, which we're really excited about. If you have an old t-shirt at home and you're thinking you're going to throw it away, don't do it. Don't throw it away.
Save it.
You can make a reusable bag. I mean, you loved that shirt for some reason, right? So you can, look, we have all these shirts that were donated to us. Cool shirts, cool patterns. You can make a t-shirt bag from them. Are you ready?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I am just sharing it in a couple places, so.
Oh, nice. This is what we're going to be making tonight. Oh, looks like a tank top.
It sure does. A cool fringy one.
Yeah. Which you could do also, but that's not what we're doing tonight. We're making reusable bags. So you hold it here. You can put everything in it. If you're an artist, put all your silk screening supplies in there. And away you go. Very sturdy, can hold lots of weight. Pretty awesome. You can go grocery shopping, put your apples in there.
Great for farmers markets. I don't know if you said that
Perfect.
too.
No, I did not. Farmers markets, Ogden Downtown Alliance. Cool farmers market in Ogden, downtown Ogden. It's very awesome. So before we start with that, Roxanne is going to talk a little bit about
decomposing things. How long does it take? Question mark. So we have this cool list. Dun, 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 dun. And it says, how long does it take to decompose? So, for starters, paper towel, made of paper, and organic material. So 2 to 3 weeks. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I test things by putting it in my compost bin. Only things that are compostable, because there's a difference between compostable and biodegradable. And sometimes that is a really big way that people trick you into thinking something is earth friendly, because essentially everything will biodegrade.
Good point.
But what does it biodegrade to?
Right.
So plastic just breaks down to more plastic. Paper actually can go into soil and go into a compost pile. So these are things to think about. Banana peel, 3 to 4 weeks. Wow, that's a long time, huh?
Yeah,
for a banana
for
peel.
sure.
Paper bag, 1 month. Not bad. And these are, of course, in ideal conditions, too, which would mean circulation, airflow, the right composition of nitrogen and carbon.
So if it's like in the bottom of a landfill?
Yeah, buried
not so much.
under layers that never move. Probably might take way longer. Apple core, 2 months. Cotton glove, 3 months. Ooh, cotton is really interesting. I put that in my compost pile before. Orange peels, 6 months. Whoa. They're very acidic, so orange peels can throw off your compost balance too if you do that. A wool sock, 1 to 5 years. However, wool is really cool. Something cool about wool is it's helpful for the soil, so that's actually a really good thing to use.
Because it's a naturally organic material.
Yeah.
It's made.
I think it's nitrogen rich too.
Okay, nice.
Cigarette butts, burnt, thumbs down, 10 to 12 years. Ooh.
Can you believe that?
But then the other factor of that is they're decomposing, but they're not biodegrading because they're not made of natural materials. Oh, leather shoes, 25 to 40 years. Holy crap, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Steel can, 50 years. Foamed plastic cups, 50 years.
Foam plastic cups, people don't do it.
Rubber boot sole. That's interesting, 50 to 80 years, because rubber is essentially natural too, but it's probably got other things mixed into it.
Probably because it's so thick usually too.
Yeah. Aluminum can. You ready for this one? 200 to 500 years.
An aluminum can.
Yeah, plastic bottles, 450 years.
Plastic bottle. Definitely do the
Monofilament.
aluminum can over the plastic.
Yeah.
Because then also it goes down to the...
Microplastics,
Right.
which are in the bloodstream and have already been found to be in the human body at this point too.
Yeah.
So.
So it's better to do an aluminum can. Even though it takes that long to decompose, it still decomposes into something natural.
And it's recyclable.
Yeah.
Monofilament fishing line, so 600 years. Woo! So one thing that's really cool about Ogden right now is the Boy Scouts did a program in Ogden where they installed fishing line recycling tubes. And I know there's one at Glassman Pond.
Oh, I did not know this.
Yes, I know this because I've been trying to get rid of fishing line in the bead industry. They use fishing line a lot, and so I've been saving and hoarding my fishing line so that I can, there's a couple organizations you can send it back to, and they turn it into more fishing line.
Oh, nice.
But, so I think Glassman, and I want to say there's a couple other locations where they have this weird looking tube at the side of the dock, and you can put your fishing line inside of it.
Oh, good
or
to know.
Or if you find it when you're hiking or walking. So
600 years.
Save the 600 years.
Jeez.
And save the tangling of wildlife, too.
Yeah.
So many things. So this, I don't know where you got this cool little list, but...
Google.
So yeah, if you're interested, how long does it take to compost things? Question mark. You can put this cool little list.
Yeah. So, that's why it's important to reuse things when you can. Reduce, reuse, recycle, rot. It's actually 4 in my book.
I'm going to check in with comments too for anybody that's made comments and is like, what is going on?
Okay, so this is what we're making today, and that's part of the reason that we're doing it. So, the first step, everyone should have their scissors and an old t-shirt that they don't want anymore, but you still like it. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut the neckline off, so right there. This is where your items will go in your bag. So you want to make it as big as you want your items to hold. So if you make it very small, it's going to be harder to get items in there. If you make it too big, then it won't hold anything in there. So go ahead and cut that first part out.
And it's cool because you can just kind of follow the neckline, right? And make it bigger when you want.
Mm-hmm.
And you can save the cool guys, which in this case is Il Divo.
Nice.
Yeah. They're very handsome on the cover.
Yeah.
Ooh, what can we do with this?
Yeah.
Do you want me to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that's really cool to do with these little extra scraps is you can cut these parts off and use them for ties for electric cords. Because if you just cut all this extra off, you have this cool, like, big rubber band. So it could be a hair tie. It could also go around, like, even freezer goods if you need to close something. So that's one idea. And then this part is actually really cool. You can cut these into little circles and then either hand stitch them or serge or actually like a sewing machine because it makes it really flexible. And I do like 2 or 3 layers, and you can make reusable face wipes out of them, especially like the soft t-shirts that have already been used a million times.
They feel so
like,
nice.
Oh, it's the best stuff to take your eye makeup off with. So
Handkerchiefs too.
Handkerchiefs, yeah.
Great handkerchiefs.
Cleaning rags.
Yeah, all that stuff. Okay, so we are now here. The next part is we're going to cut off the arms. Okay? So that will be making this part of your bag. Bloop. That's the part where your arm goes in.
So you're kind of making the strap.
Do, 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 do. Okay,
You have to do the do-do too when you have it.
it's so true.
Dun, 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 dun. More face cloth wipes.
Yeah. You can eyeball it, or you can measure it. Roxanne's a measurer. I'm an eyeballer.
I chalk things sometimes too. So
So you want to have it so that you can put your arm through it comfortably. All right?
Yep.
Now we're going to fringe the bottom. And depending upon what style you like, you can have the fringe on the outside. That gives it a little sass. Do, 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 do. Or you can also make it just by inside outing it so that the fringe is on the inside. So if you'd rather have it not be.
You're like, nope, no fringe for this lady.
Yeah. If you're a sewer, you can also just sew a straight line or serge the bottom of it, and it makes it easy. But if you don't have a sewing machine, you don't want to sew, you want some cool fringe, then you're going to do it this way.
Or kids, if you want them to practice their tying skills, which is really good too. Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to cut it about, I know I said I wasn't a measurer.
Uh-oh.
Eyeball it. Or if you're Roxy, get a tape measure out. You're going to measure about 2 inches up and about 1 inch across. Okay? And you're just going to cut all the way across.
You're cutting through both layers at this point.
Yeah.
Symmetrically, yep, all the way through.
This end piece is a long piece, right? Because it has the fold on it. You're going to cut that right on the fold so that you have 2 pieces that you can tie in a knot.
And if you wanted to do like a really elaborate one, you can make your fringe really long and put like beads on it and be super cool too.
Oh yeah, totally. You could get way awesome. You could bedazzle it.
You totally could.
You could get an embroidery machine.
Yep. I like these at the farmer's market because they're good for like vegetables and fruits that are like more tender because the knit stretches and is more soft.
Yeah, it's like it kind of cradles it.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you, every time I use one at the grocery store, everyone's like, why didn't I think of that? And I'm like, they're so easy. So I just tell all the people at the checkout stand how to make them. So
she's the hippest cat in town.
It's her pattern though, so.
I don't know, but
I mean, it's your, you know.
Yeah.
I learned it from you. I wouldn't know it unless I learned it from you. So.
Yeah, I'm sure. Definitely did not make that up. I probably. I think Holly and I we were making the upcycle this kit.
Oh yeah.
But we made them before that. We made them for Earth Day. Anyways, we definitely did not come up with this original idea, but it's really awesome and fun. So.
I'm just checking in, making sure no one's had
There's your 2-inch up cuts, 1 inch across. Then you're just gonna go around the whole bottom and do a double knot on it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Voila!
That's it.
Yep, and you're gonna go the whole way across.
The lag on my phone is a few minutes behind, so you'll hear us repeat ourselves on my phone.
It's not really us repeating ourselves. I mean, I guess technically it is, but...
In robot land.
Yeah. So you're just gonna do that all the way across.
Anyone have questions on that? Feel free to type in the comments.
That?
I will... What am I talking about, this?
You can just show them the fringe done.
Okay, so here's the fringe done. And these are cool because you can use any size of t-shirt. So that's another cool thing. If you want like a smaller one, maybe use a kid's t-shirt for like little tiny vegetables, berries, things like that. And here's the finished thing. So it's really cute because it kind of gathers it at the bottom too. To be careful of making your strap too thin at this point, because when knit material gets cut, it rolls and shrinks. So it's going to shrink up quite a bit. So don't make that part too thin. I would say not to be measury, but I'm going to be measuring.
That's why we love each other.
2 1/4 inches at least is probably like the minimum I would do. So,
almost done.
Whoa, you're fast.
It was a small shirt on purpose. Okay, last one. I need some drum rolling.
Dun, dun, dun. Woohoo!
And there you go.
T-shirt bag.
Yeah.
Reusable.
And again, you can put all your stuff in there, right? Like,
save things from going to the trash.
It holds heavy things.
What else can you do with a t-shirt?
Oh. You know what you could do that's really
10
cool?
things. Okay, let's see if we can think of 10 things.
10 things with recycled t-shirts. Okay, bag.
Bag.
Is that cheating?
Kinda. Doesn't count.
Oh gosh, okay.
I know. Ha ha ha.
You can make a produce bag.
You make a produce bag.
Do you have those still that I made?
Mm.
Okay,
No.
produce bags are super awesome too. You could make a sleeve if you wanted a really small one.
Cute. And this is a casing, so you can
Yeah.
actually put a casing in there.
Cut a little hole in here. Right. We don't have a pin, but you could cut off some of this extra material because another second thing is t-shirt yarn, right? T-shirt yarn is easy to make because what she just said.
Okay, she's got 2. T-shirt yarn, produce bag, and it's kind of a mesh produce bag that she's going for.
So if you
T-shirt yarn.
take that and cut it, you can roll it. You pull it. Whoa! You send it flying.
It's also an elastic.
It makes the yarn. So you could put the casing in here, right?
Put it on a safety pin and thread it through.
So pretend like it's thread through. Sew this bottom. Or if you wanted a really tiny bag, you could do the fringe method again.
Oh.
But you'll do that. And then one of the things you can do to help, like if you wanted to put like oranges and things like that, and is you're just gonna cut through it. So
This actually works really good to make reusable produce bags that you can use in the grocery store, and you might not be able to use them right now, but
yeah,
I think we're getting to the point where we can probably start using reusable grocery bags.
yeah.
And a tip for that is I just put everything back in my shopping cart and take it outside to my car and put everything in my reusable bags in the car. So, but this is really good because you can see the produce in it because it's got little holes.
Yeah. It's kind of hard without being totally prepared for this trick question.
Dun,
But,
dun, dun, dun.
but you put the produce in there, and it makes it awesome to hold with the little cuts in there.
And it's vented.
Yeah.
T-shirt quilt. You can take your
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
rock and roll t-shirts and cut out like the coolest parts of them and sew them together and then turn that into a quilt top.
For sure. That's so pretty.
T-shirt yarn, you said.
Yep. So that's 3.
Rag rug. You can make t-shirt yarn and then
yeah.
do either the Swedish braiding rag rug or the toothbrush braiding rag rug. You can look up both of those. They're all available on Pinterest.
You want to show it or no?
No, it's
Okay.
complicated. I've only made one too, and my cat has it. Oh, you can make a pet bed.
Pet bed? Headband.
Headband.
Headbands are really fun to make with the t-shirts material because you can tie it underneath it and
Cleaning rags.
yep.
They work great for cleaning glass because they're really soft. And so I take pinking shears and cut the edges of my cleaning rags at home so I know that they're the cleaning rags.
So you're not like cleaning the dirt on your face
Yeah,
and the
which-
dirt on your mirror.
Face rag, cleaning rag. No. So you kind of have a way. So you can either cut them in like a totally different shape or like notch them or do something that, you identify them with a
If you
Sharpie.
serge the edge, you could use different color serging thread.
Yeah, totally. How many was that?
Is that 5?
I think that was 5 or 6. What else?
T-shirt skirts.
T-shirt skirt.
I'll go get one.
Ooh, t-shirt skirt. T-shirt yarn, which I think Stephanie may have already covered, but you can actually make really cool scarves with the slashed t-shirt yarn. And then you can also weave, you can do an upcycled shirt. You can cut the sleeves off and change the shape of the shirt entirely. You can make it into like a tank top. Oh, so
Yeah, you
2
could.
t-shirts?
Yep, 2 t-shirts. Sometimes 3 if you want it to be like flowy.
Flowy. Oh, because the more panels you sew in it, the more flowy it is.
Yeah. So you could do a skirt, tank top.
2, like, oh yeah, cute.
Could do all the things. Those
What
are really
else?
fun.
That was 8. 2 more. You can make Swiffer covers.
Yeah.
So instead of getting Swiffers, you can actually make a little cover that goes over it and either ties or Velcros that you can wash instead of throwing away that single-use item.
Scarves.
Scarves, yeah. Oh, infinity scarves are my favorite.
Very fun.
So you just cut rectangles, stitch them together any way you want, and voila, 10. Boom.
I got another one.
Oh, bonus.
Scrunchie.
Oh, scrunchie.
You can make a scrunchie with it.
So for
You could totally use these.
Yeah, and you can patchwork them together. You only need 4 by 16-inch length
Yeah,
to do a typical scrunchie.
it's really fun.
And there's even a no-sew method if you really just don't want to sew, but that's it.
I mean, if you want to get super crazy, you could use like a glue gun on something.
I've seen it. It happens. It's not my
Yeah.
favorite because glue guns come apart, but
And it's a little rigid. But
yeah.
hey, we're all about being creative.
And we do what we can with what we have where we are. So.
Right. Okay, well, good job us.
Yay!
11. And I'm sure we could keep going. But
Yeah.
we will see you all later. Happy Earth Day.
Show us your bags in the comments if you
Yeah.
make them.
Jesse, it's so good to see you too. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Roxy was making us fly by the seat of our pants, which was awesome.
Yes.
Good. Good holding us accountable
Yes.
for our own Earth Day.
Our brains are working.
Right. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a good day or good night. Oh, just kidding. Stay tuned on all of our social media because the store actually does Earth Day
In your box.
every day. The box.
Your Earth. Are you going to talk about your box?
Oh, no, I wasn't going
Okay.
to, but
Okay.
yeah, we can.
Just
But-
kidding. Never mind. Pretend I didn't say that.
But keep a lookout. There's a green square post, and they're posted all week long about cool, eco-friendly, nature items that we have in the store, recycled, repurposed.
Sustainable.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that. It will be going through Sunday. And now it was good seeing you all.
Yay!
Happy Earth Day.
Goodbye.